Welcome back to the 628 Dirt Rooster channel, where hobby beekeeping is a way of life. Look at the weather conditions. I kind of got myself a little tickled because I forgot about the time change. It's 6:08. I get this swarm call. It's kind of dark looking outside, and it's cold and drizzling. And I blasted out the door, trying to catch them before it got dark. And I switched. I got an hour of daylight now. Got a swarm call on a newspaper box on a mailbox post. It's cold and drizzling, so they all ought to be clustered up. Shouldn't be a whole lot of them in the air, if any in the air. Probably not any in the air. Be an easy catch, hopefully. It just looks like it ought to be dark just any minute now. Still got an hour left.
Dang, girl, they would love to have had those bees. I'm telling you, they want them. I don't want them.
You can get closer if you want to get a good picture.
Oh, you serious? You can get closer. Ah! Oh, okay, you scared me. Oh my God, you scared me. You scared me. I can get closer for real?
Yeah, come on.
Don't do nothing, please. Don't do nothing. Ah, Jesus.
I'm gonna throw you up.
No, please don't. Oh my God, they look so pretty. You hear me? And the other one was bigger than this.
Come here. I'm gonna show you how to touch them.
Huh?
I'm gonna show you how to touch them.
You gotta be kidding me. Jenny, you come touch it.
Come on. I know what you. What?
You done lost your mind. I'm not touching that.
I hold your hand while you touch
No,
them.
you ain't either. Hold your own hand. No.
Now they're just clustering up because it's cold and drizzling. They're just in a tight little ball. Not a huge cluster, but I got a 3-frame newt we're gonna put them in with, of course, you know, old nasty comb. And 2 empty frames with a couple of little, but I didn't have enough. This one's got a little piece of wax on it. So I'm gonna drop them down in that in just a second. It's 55 degrees according to my truck. It's drizzling, and it's just a kind of a wet, nasty afternoon. Really good area for them, because what you can't see is past that wood line there, and at the end of the street there, property really drops off. So there's a lot of swampland and a creek that runs back through there. So it's just a good spot for them. Got some lemongrass oil. I'm just gonna dab a couple of tiny dabs on some frames. That's all you want. Don't want to overdo it. They won't like that any more than you would if you went into a perfume store and somebody sprayed the perfume right in your nose. Pull these 2 empty frames out, set them out of my way. Got this box. Put that 1 frame in it. They're cold and wet, so right now we're not going to look for the queen. We're just going to close them up. They'll go away. Oh. No more on the box. Got them all, but probably half a dozen flying around. Up there on the screen. They found their way home. That's about as short and sweet as they get. Hope y'all enjoyed that one. I'm going home to put them in a nice dry storage shed for a couple days. This is a bridge at Turkey Creek. That's what runs through probably 200 yards from where I was just a minute ago. 300 yards maybe. Runs through a little historic African-American community. So I know y'all probably heard me say it enough. You might be sick of hearing me say it, but wetland, there's another creek right there. Wetland is really good for bees. You know, around here we got so much wetland, you can throw a rock and hit a creek or a pond or a lake or something. But bees do really good in wetland, and most of the time, more times than not, when I catch a swarm or do a cutout or something like that, it's really close to a creek or a river or a swampy area. So like that house right back there was no more than 300 yards from a creek. And what was my point? I lost my train of thought. I remember what I was going to say. The lady said that they've had 3 swarms on their house in the past 2 days. So there's possibility, a good likelihood that there's more than one hive throwing swarms around there. But with the small size of this swarm and the fact that they've had 3 on that property in 2 days, the chances of this being a secondary swarm off behind one of those others is really high. And the possibility that there's no queen in it is also pretty high. So whenever we get some warm weather in the next few days, I'll go through them and check, see if there's a queen. But for the time being, they're going to get the 48-hour lockup treatment just like any other swarm I would catch, and they'll establish that as home. If I have to add a queen, we don't have any ready yet, but we've got some pretty close, and you know, at the very least they'll get a queen cell. So anyhow, that was the end of that. You don't always get a good one. You don't always get the queen. You don't always even get bees. But when you do, it's fun, and especially when you have really animated people out there to help make your day enjoyable. Hope y'all enjoyed it. There'll be more to come. Have a great spring, great summer, everybody. See ya. You almost did it again, Costanza. Pulled the tape off of this box. I was gonna look at my swarm. I see bees in here. And I thought, well, they're still there. I'm looking around, I see bees coming out. There's a daggum hole in the box that I didn't know was there. They've been able to get out since day one. Thankfully, they liked it, so they stayed. Got this other box I brought over here after a split. This one's got the queen in it, but I see an awful lot of drones out here. So I don't know what's going on with them. I see a whole bunch of drones. Maybe they're hatching. I don't remember what brood I put in there with them. I might have put some drone cells in with them. Let me crack that and see what they look like. They look really nice. But wow, are they loaded up with drones. I just set this one here a few days ago, maybe 5 days ago. So although it's a split and I moved the queen with the split, I might ought to go through it one more time, make sure there's no queen cells in it. I think I'll do that another day though.